Hi, I'm Darren Taylor, the CEO and founder of Massage Advantage. Welcome to part 2 of dealing with our daily deal promotions. And working with daily deal promotions, let's talk about this for just a second. So you've recently ran our daily deal, or you're at least considering running one. And when you ran those deals, why did you run the deal in the first place? I'm assuming, like most of you, you ran the deal because you're looking for you to generate new business. Fantastic. Exactly the reason why you want to start by running one of these promotions. But now that you've ran that business, you've got to be able to handle that volume. What you're going to see right away is, a very high volume of people contacting you saying, hey, I want to get in for my product. I want to use my coupon that I've just recently purchased. And guess what? You, my friend, are going to be limited in the amount of massages that you can actually offer. Remember, full-time therapists, I mentioned in our first video, amounts to about 5 hours of massage a day, 5 days a week. So if you're an individual handling a daily deal promotion, you probably need to make sure that you capped your massages to about 200 units. Now, here's the reason why I'm going to say 200 to 250 units actually, is because of the fact that not everybody's going to show up, but a lot of people are going to start calling, especially right off the bat initially. And they're going to be calling in surges as they get reminders from these daily deal promotions about their coupon coming up over an expiration, or reminding them to make sure they get in to be able to use that. The daily deals want the people to come in and use those coupons because of the fact they don't have to worry about customers being upset about having one that actually expires. All right? But when people are actually calling, how do you automate that? Now, some of you probably have an online scheduling product and service. That's fantastic. That's the beginning of exactly what I'm talking about. Having and being able to automate and streamline your operation is a very smart business decision. You don't want to be sitting there trying to fan phone calls all day long. Yeah. Because you know what? Number one, you got to get those people scheduled. Number two is you got to hope that they show up. Now, when you have a daily deal promotion, and one of the things I find to be very important is making sure that you gather that information on the front end about that Groupon, that voucher number. Whenever you have that voucher number from that Groupon, Living Social, or other daily deal promotion, that's going to be what you're going to be able to use to redeem or validate that daily deal. Remember, most people actually have a cancellation policy product included in their daily deal. If a client doesn't meet the 24-hour cancellation policy, that's considered to be void or considered to be forfeited. And you want to make sure that you consider that. You don't want to make anybody mad, but at the same time, your time is important. Everybody's time is important. The client who scheduled the appointment, his time is important. I guarantee you, if you weren't there when they showed up, they'd be mad at you. But you know what? In this particular situation, who should be mad at who if the client makes the appointment and doesn't show up? It really ought to be you. Massage Advantage actually is a company that uses a product from Mind and Body. We actually developed our own special software to allow features and benefits that we felt customized to our individual business needs. But when making sure that you get these clients actually scheduled, making sure that they have their voucher number there with it is going to be very important, making sure that you have a very minimal amount of no-shows. All right? And letting people know, of course, about your cancellation policy in the front end. Again, a very important feature. But with these daily deal type activities, when they actually happen, what's happening to your business? Sure, you got that big surge, you got that check in the mail, you need to be able to divvy that out. Don't spend it all at one time. Just because you need a new car, that doesn't mean you got your new car payment. You need to levy those things out over the course of the massage that you're going to provide. A lot of promotions don't even pay you all at one time. You may not get paid for 30 days, although you've already started receiving calls. That's right. You start getting calls from people, hey, I want to get in, I want to get in. You start scheduling, providing massages, but you're still waiting to get paid yourself. Now, some of those actually pay in one check. Some of them pay as many as 3 to 4, I've even heard as many as 6 checks. That's right. Look, make sure you read the details of your contract. That could be extended out over the course of the next several months. So if you get a big surge of business and start providing those services, there's a possibility that you may not be paid right away. We actually handle that differently through our company, Massage Advantage. We actually pay each and every one of our clients right at the time the massage service is provided. They provide the massage, we are either invoiced or we track it online through our online scheduling software and pay that client the following week for those services. That way there's no delay in payment. But when you handle your own payments, again, make sure that you don't spend all that money in the front end. You got to levy it out over the course of time. You also don't want to get so backed up with daily deal type clients that you don't have any time for your regular clients. Remember, part of the name of the game here is not to live off these types of products and promotions. You want to use them, I call it, to be able to fill in. You want to fill in, not make a full schedule out of that. And if you have properly software to be able to handle this, what you can do is you can kind of levy how many of those massages you're going to take a day and a week. Maybe you're going to take 3 massages a day or 2 massages a day. But your time is going to be limited. And kind of space those out over the course of your promotional run. When you negotiate your terms, make sure that you allow enough terms for everybody to actually be able to facilitate those massages. Because if you only want to take, let's say, 5 or 6 or 10 a week, 20 a week maybe, what you want to do is you want to look at how many you're actually going to be able to sell. And making sure that you have that cap on there so that you don't excessively sell more than you can handle, again, is very important, making sure that you're doing it for the client's concerned. You know, nobody wants to be able to pay for something they can never get into use. That's a big frustration I have. And believe me, I've actually bought some of these from other businesses as well, and when I try to get in, I can't get in for months and months and months and months. Everybody who buys one of those, oftentimes if they've bought one before, realizes that they can't get in the same day. Maybe they can, but it's not very likely. Oftentimes they're going to have to be able to kind of string those out and come in over the course of over the next several months. But again, they got a fantastic value, so I wouldn't feel too terribly bad about making the fact that, hey, look, they got to get in the schedule and we just got to find a spot to be able to get them in. As long as you handle them properly and get them in, you'll be good to go. Let's go on to our next video series now. We're going to talk about level number 3, all right?